Prince Harry has officially changed his country of residence from the UK to the United States. And in an apparent snub, he backdated his new status to the exact day that he and Meghan were asked to vacate Frogmore Cottage by King Charles. The change of address was filed this week for sustainable tourism organisation Travelist, although the date of change listed is June the 29th last year, not when the Duke and Duchess emigrated in early 2020. Joining me to discuss this, talkTV's royal editor Sarah Hewson. Sarah, good to have you on board today. What's going on with this date and the listing? It seems a bit pointed, doesn't it?
Yeah, so this is a document that was filed with Companies House about Prince Harry's ecotourism organisation Travelist, and he changed his country of residence from the United Kingdom to the United States, and that was backdated to the 29th of June of last year. Now, that date is significant because it is thought to be the date at which he had to hand back the keys to Frogmore Cottage. It is being interpreted by some as a snub or a sign of how wounded Prince Harry feels about that decision. But I think there are probably practical matters at play here, because this is an official document. It's part of his tax status. And if he didn't have an address in the United Kingdom from that point onwards, he had to declare himself as permanently resident in the United States. But it's something that's been a bit of a confused subject for Prince Harry. He gave an interview earlier this year when he was attending Invictus Game events, and he was asked whether he was going to apply to be an American citizen. And he said, well, it was certainly something he had thought about. It wasn't a priority, but certainly something he'd thought about. He's talked about California being his home. And yet, in his court case against the Home Office, he made it clear in his statement to the court that the United Kingdom was his home and that he wanted to be able to return here, and he wanted his children to be able to return here safely too. So this isn't him getting citizenship at this stage, but it certainly is a sign of where their priorities lie.
Gosh, and Prince William, Prince of Wales, back at work now and full time, despite all the the time that he's needed to spend caring for his wife Catherine.
Yes, Prince William has had almost a month off with Catherine and the children during the school Easter holidays. It is 4 weeks tomorrow, would you believe it, Vanessa, since the Princess of Wales made that statement revealing her cancer diagnosis. We've seen him out and about today, attending engagements at a charity, Surplus to Supper, which tries to match up food waste with food poverty and bridge the gap between them. He was in the kitchen cooking, he went out delivering food, and he met some young people talking about mental health. And he was given some cards by one of the volunteers you can see him there with. She gave him some cards for Catherine, and she said, look after her. And he said, I will.
And we hear a great deal about Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, and the jam, don't we? This limited edition jam, 50 jars only in the universe, I think with numbers on it saying which number of the 50 limited edition jam jars you've actually got hold of. Are they available for sale, or has she simply circulated them around the world's influencers?
They're not yet available for sale. This is what you might call a soft launch, isn't it, Vanessa? She has sent 50 jars of her jam out to her friends, and they're now posting about them on social media. Her website, AmericanRiviera.com, still says coming soon. But incidentally, today, it's been revealed that a UK version of the website, AmericanRivieraOrchard.uk, has been snapped up by someone, and that takes you and links to a food bank, and with the words forgiveness on the front page. And then when you click through, it says, not Meghan, hoping Meghan doesn't mind, thoughts with Catherine.
Oh, my goodness. Gosh, that's a rather complicated way of making a statement, isn't it? Sarah Hewson, always a delight. Thank you very much indeed for joining.